Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Friday, and right now I actually feel good. Yesterday I was wore the hell out. I watched my two nephews. One is 8, one is 9. He'll be 10 in December. And when I tell you they irked my nerves, and I try to spend as much time with them, especially during the summer, because their mom works from home. So and they didn't go to any summer camp this summer. So I would take them to go get something to eat or to the movies and take them to go get something to eat, take them to the park. Yesterday, they worked my nerves. They want to see Spider-Man. And here's my setup. I go get them. I buy the tickets ahead of time. I have blankets for them in my car. I buy them popcorn. I do all the things. Then afterwards, we usually go get something to eat. But they had a doctor's appointment. So I met their mom at their doctor's appointment. And then afterwards, I'm like, I'm still going to feed them. But before then, after the movies, we went to Target. Yeah, I went to Target. They needed, well, I told my niece I would help with like uniforms for school and, school supplies. And Target did have $10 off $40 purchase. So I made several purchases so I make sure I get $10 off like each purchase. But anyway, when I tell you they were acting up in that store, oh my goodness, I almost cursed. I almost cursed. I almost just said, F it, we're going. But my word was with their mom, not with them. I'm buying them something. So I finished my transaction, and then we went to their doctor's appointment. Their mom met me there, and I said I'll still feed them. So we went to Chili's afterwards, and their mom had a talk with them too. They were okay in Chili's, and they think, especially the youngest one, they think that once I get them together and tell them how disappointed I am, if they're good for an hour or two, that they should get a prize or they should get something. No, sir. You're supposed to always be good. You're supposed to always follow my directions. You're supposed to always act right in a store. So we get to my house until their mom came to get them. And I have a fairly big house. Well, it's a nice size house. I have 2 spare bedrooms. Go play or watch TV, whatever. Stay out of my room. I could not even use my own bathroom without one of them knocking on the door. Now I understand what mothers go through. Like, can I just have a little me time in my bathroom, in my room? He come knocking on my door. Jordan, if you don't get away from my door, I was just wondering where you were. You don't have to wonder where I am. You know I'm in this house. Get away from my door. Lord, and then they just want to play in my room. I'm trying to rest. Go play in the other room. When I tell you those boys irk my nerves, I thought I was that auntie, but I'm not sure if I want to be that auntie anymore because she wants me to babysit again tonight. Well, yesterday was me volunteering to take them. She didn't ask me, so I want to make that clear. So I'm not sure. I never say no. If I'm off from work, I'm always available for my nephews. But tonight, I'm not sure if I want to deal with them. I love them dearly. I love them dearly. I love my niece. But I'm not sure. I got to think about it. So anyway, I bought them some stuff from Target. And did you know at Target, because I made separate purchases, so I made $40 bundles. So all of my bundles were like $42, $43. So I know I'm going to get $10 off and only pay 30 or 32. So I had 3 bundles of items. Oh, that was yesterday. I had to take some things back because I bought the wrong size. So today I bought some stuff. And I bought them some pajamas, socks, undershirts, a belt. Yeah. And I had that as a bundle. So I'm thinking, and it added up to like $33 or 43. So I'm like, okay, I'll pay 33. Well, you don't get $10 off of underwear. And so I asked the young lady, because I did self checkout. She says, yeah, Target does not consider underwear, pajamas, socks as apparel. She said, if I had known, if you had said something before you paid, she would have corrected it. She says, well, go up to customer service and they ask for the manager and they may override it and give you the $10 off. At first I thought, yeah, I'm not going through all that. But then I thought, yeah, I'm going through that. I want to, that's why I came here to save the $10. So when I went up, I told her how I made the bundles. And on this receipt, I did not get my $10 off of the underwear, the pajamas, the socks. She was like, oh, yeah, you did. So she went ahead and corrected it. So I got quite a bit for all under right around $100 because each order was $33, and plus I get 5% off with my Circle rewards, kind of, because I use my red card. That's why I get extra 5% off. So I think I got a pretty good deal for $100. And I had already bought them some shoes off of Vinted. They were new, and I took them to the Dollar Tree to get school supplies. Auntie is done. Auntie is done. I'm done. I'm done. Now I will feed them anytime, any place. I will feed them, but I'm done buying presents. I'm done buying clothes. I'm done. Anyway, I need to be about my business because, like I said in the previous video, yeah, I resigned from one of my jobs, but we'll talk about that later. Sales for the week, late in the week, like yesterday. I had some sales earlier in the week, but I just didn't film it. I wasn't feeling it. So this, in the past day, yesterday, I got 5 sales from all from Vinted. And these are my yard sale sales, real cheap. This cute little denim skirt I sold for $5. I made the customer an offer. This LuLaRoe t-shirt, it's a size 3X. Still has the tag on it. I sold that for, I think, $5 or $4. Yeah, I think I had it on for $6 and somebody put a heart on it. So I'm selling it for $4. And this little skirt here, this has been in my inventory forever. And I said, please take this off my hands. I sold this Greg Norman skirt for $3. $3. She was happy. The customer was like, oh, thank you so much. And then this 2-piece boys short set, I did make a note in the title that the top is a large, the bottom is a medium. So somebody bought this for $4. And then lastly, this album. I forgot I even had this. Ever since I've been selling on eBay, 2 years now? This was never even listed. I found it somewhere in this house. I put it on all platforms because people are selling them for like $25. So I said, let me see if I can get 20. I'll list it for 20, but because I want to get rid of it, I'll accept any offer. But when people put a heart on something, I send offers. Nobody wanted it for $15, but somebody actually sent me an offer for $13.31. I don't know where they got that number from, but I noticed that they're in the UK. So maybe that could be $15 equivalent in the US. I don't know. I don't care. They sent me the offer. They paid. And so I will box this up really nice. I'm going to have to make my own box. I'm just going to open up a cardboard box, put some padding. So if it does go to the UK, it has a long ways to go. So we don't want this damaged. So those are the only sales that I've had. And I am going to have to buckle down and really start posting items because I slacked all month of July. I didn't post anything in July. And so far, even in August, I mean, I've posted maybe 20 items. And it's, what's today's date? The 6th or the 7th? Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So I'm going to have to buckle down and get going, because actually the things that I post, all except for this green skirt, everything that I sold, I actually posted like earlier in the week. So the more you post, the more attention you'll get. So I'm going to mail those off quickly. And what else? Oh, I'm going to show you a Salvation Army haul where I got everything for 50% off, and I got 2 pair of free shoes. Really nice pair of shoes that I will be posting today. Another thing that I wanted to do, I may do it, is to get back on Whatnot. Today, they're having no commission day, so sellers won't have to pay or pay that commission to Whatnot today. And I really want to get online and see if I can get some sales in. But, I just don't want to be disappointed. The last few times that I was online, didn't make any sales, didn't get any attention whatsoever. It was actually depressing. It was actually depressing. But I still have so many beauty items behind this camera and over here. Well, all of that is not beauty, but over here that I want to get rid of. It's like, do you take the time out to set up and to be online for 2-3 hours and not make any sales? Or do I use that time to post the items on platforms where I will get more money, but the sales may come in slow? I don't know. Anyway, let's get to the Salvation Army haul. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my Salvation hauls, because these were over several days, and each day was 50% off at the Salvation Army. And there's 2 Salvation Armies that I go to in the city. So let's get started. So let me see. Some of this stuff will be for resale, then some will be for me. I have a spare bedroom, and the color of the curtains is this sort of a peachy corally color that says blessed. So I'm just going to sit this on the table there. And also a notepad and journal. Something's missing out of this box, but I'm going to just put it on the desk in my guest bedroom. Only paid $1 for that. And then some air purifiers. I'm going to resell these because these run about $8 to $10 a piece. So I'm going to resell those. And then this brand here, Quiche. These are some rollers. These were only $2. So I only paid $1 for these. And this is a set of, so there's rollers inside of the rollers. I think one roller may be missing though. Oh no. I'll have to look that over. Yeah, I think one of the rollers is missing. Oh well. And then when my family and I, when we get an Airbnb, there's always a pool. And I figured the boys would like to, I have lots of nephews, a lot of them. Just a pool mattress, pool floaty. That was came out to only $3. And then more shower steamers. I love me some shower steamers. Look at how big they are. The size of the palm of my hands. So these came out to only $3. And then I got some cute little glasses. These are only $1 a piece. I got 3 of those. And then when I went to the larger Salvation Army, it was so busy. So I had picked up these shoes for resale. These are some Born sandals. They're in really good shape. And they were $9.99. Yeah, $9.99. Got those for resale. And also these are Lucky Brand. Lucky Brand little sandal booties. These are really cute. They're pretty much brand new. No scuffs whatsoever. $9.99. So I put these up on the counter. And she went beep, beep. And then I had this piece of wall art here This was $6, so I got 50% off. I'm going to put this above my guest bed in my guest room. So this was only $3. So when she scanned the shoes, she scanned this. Then she looked at the register and she says, "Oh, it's not scanning." I said, "Oh." So I went to the basket to pull this out and the bag of shoes. She says, "Oh no, just give me this." So I'm thinking this was the only thing that did not scan. She says, "Just give me this." So I handed this back to her and scanned it. And then when she rang it up, honey, all of this stuff came to $12. So I got the shoes for free. So this and what was it? The pool floaty, the glasses, the shower steamers, the rollers. Yeah, only for $12. Thank you. Thank you. And then on another day, I went, this is all for me, a yoga mat. I need to start doing stretches because I think I have sciatica and they said stretching will help. So this was $6. I got it for $3. And what else did I buy for myself? I bought this little placard to go on my patio. It just has some phrases. Welcome to our patio. Talk much, sit long, laugh often, gather with family and friends, blah, blah, blah. So I bought that to go on my patio. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but I bought it anyway. It's a digital weighted jump rope. So once my hip stops hurting or we do something about the hip, maybe I just need to do some stretches. I need to get into exercising again. And let's see. Oh, I did find some more shoes for resale. These are the Loft, brand new with tag from the Loft. Let me see. Did this one have the price on it? It did not have a price on it, but these are still on their website, I believe for $40. Yeah. And then I found these little sandals here, David Tate sandals, made in Brazil. Real leather upper, no scuff marks. They look brand new. So these were $9.99 also, and I got these for half price. So I got some things to resell and some things for myself. And what else did I get? Yeah, that was it. That was it. And then after that, I was with my cousin. We went to the Amazon bin store, which is right across from the larger Salvation Army. I had not been to that bin store in a long time because they went up on their prices. But it was on a Wednesday. So Wednesdays are $2.99. Why don't you just say $3? Just say $3. So they had gone up to $3 rather than $2. So since we were in the area, I went ahead and stopped in. I only got a few items. Now this I probably could have gotten at the Walgreens or Walmart for $3. These are some facial cotton pads, but it was only $3 and you get 50 of them. So, and I also got some stretch bands. Since I got the yoga mat, some stretch bands, those were only $3. I got a cloth picture book for my little nephew, my baby nephew, my great nephew. He just turned 1. So these are like little cloth books for him. And then I got him some little drinking cups for baby Jojo. He's so cute, honey. He is absolutely adorable. But when I tell you that baby can cry, oh, okay, that's cute. These are little books made out of cloth. Okay. And this is very important. Very, very, very important. Well, let me show you this first. I got these shelf dividers. one day when I get around to reorganizing my closet, at the very top shelf, I found these dividers here. I think these can be kind of pricey on Amazon. I'll have to look them up, but because they were only $3 for a set of one, two, six, a set of six, I thought it was a deal. So that's that. And then this was the deal of the day for me, because I get leg cramps and thigh cramps so bad, especially if I work all night and I take a shower and lay down in that bed. Honey, most people call them Charlie horses. I get cramps. So I found this for $3. And when I get a cramp right in my thigh, a lot of times I get them in my calf also, but when I get them right here in this part of my thigh, it is crippling. I'm talking crippling. So I found this. I can just keep at my bedside, and I can just take it and roll that muscle out. Or even on my calf, I can take it and roll. So this was the deal of the day for me. And I was with my cousin. She gets cramps too. And she was like, "Oh, I need that." I said, "I touched it first. Sorry, cuz, but I touched this first." So normally I'm such a nice person. At least I think I am. Normally I would have given it, but listen, I'll take a picture. You can Google it and get it from Amazon, but I'm keeping this. So anyway, that's all that I have. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. In the next video, we're going to talk about this job that I just resigned from. So stay tuned. Peace. Have a great weekend.